And it may be toothpaste, it may be the traffic, it may be crime, it may be politicians who can't keep their hands to themselves and not steal our money. It could leave you with a sense of gemoedsbekakking. It's my new favorite word. I'm a second language. Afrikaans is my second language, is though my mother tongue, because it is, your mother tongue is what your mother scolded you in. I was scolded in Afrikaans, but it was my second language at school. I've always thought a mental breakdown, Conley, was a senuwee-instorting. But then I heard this word, gemoedsbekakking, that we live in tough times. And it's easy to see why we're taking mental strain. And it may be that you find yourself experiencing what is known in Afrikaans as gemoedsbekakking. It's an Afrikaans word which I've just recently discovered, describing a severe mental breakdown. It's the deep depression. It is the feeling of utter hopelessness that we often feel as South Africans. And it is a real word. Gerhard van Wyk is the final editor of the Woordeboek van die Afrikaanse Taal. Senuwee-instorting, that is correct when we're talking about a mental breakdown, isn't it? Gerhard?
Morning, Lester. Yes, that will be the Afrikaans word for a mental breakdown, yeah.
But when we're talking about a gemoedsbekakking, the Afrikaans definition, what is it? What does it make you feel?
Well, yeah, it's a feeling or state of being, depressed, despondent, or downhearted, and it can be translated in English as depression or the blues, if you like.
Does it help that it has a fairly comedic twinge to it? Is it a fully recognized word, or is it still considered some form of Afrikaans slang?
Yeah, definitely. It is an actual word, definitely. It's something that you will especially see in more informal contexts or here in the spoken language. But you also find it in written text. I searched for the word on the internet and I found it in a few publications like Litnet and a few Afrikaans newspapers. And then it's also included in a few dictionaries, like the Woordeboek van die Afrikaanse Taal, the HAT, and in Jana Liter's Woordeboek van Afrikaans vandag. And we also included it in our dictionary, the VAT, the WAT. It is an actual word. It is a recognized word. But yes, in our dictionary entry, we added like what we call labels, just to warn the user that it has a restricted use. So we labeled it as colloquial language, what we call in Afrikaans geselstaal, and coarse, what we call plat. And that's because the part of this compound word is the word cock, and that is a plat word, a coarse word. So you cannot use the word in any situation, like a more formal situation when you speak to the pastor or your boss or whatever.
Well, I'm glad I'm talking to the literal writers of the Afrikaans dictionary, so I can't get in trouble with my boss a little bit later. But how would you use it in a sentence? I know what it makes us feel and it describes us, but how would you use it in a sentence?
Well, yeah, you would say if you're experiencing like a difficult time or whatever, or something happened that is not nice or bad, you would say ek het 'n gemoedsbekakking. I have a gemoedsbekakking, in other words.
Do you think it accurately describes South Africa and South Africans at the moment?
Yeah, no, definitely. And I don't know if the origin of the word is not very certain. I cannot I have to admit that it was difficult to clarify that with absolute certainty. Some indications were that that the Dutch also used the word, but I couldn't get like confirmation for that. I even asked Dutch people and they don't know the word. and it's also translated in certain Dutch sources with other words, so that's an indication that they don't have this word. So it has to be something that we formed in Afrikaans by coining gemoed and bekak and then adding the suffix. And so I think if you're in a state of being depressed and despondent and downhearted, it feels like actually someone has on your heart or your mind or your soul. So, yeah.
Fatima says, hi, it's an anglicism. It's an Anglicism. Is she correct there? I don't think so. But
No. It's not formed after any English, an English word. It's not an English word wasn't used to form this word. You will, it's something that was formed. It appears as if it was formed in Afrikaans itself. Yeah.
Ach nee man, I was fully ready to throw in Gemoedsbekakking in a departmental meeting today, says Zukiswa.
If you're on a more informal level with the people there, it's not, you might use it then.
Gerhard van Wyk, really appreciate your introduction to my new favorite word and how I feel sometimes, very often, not always, but often as a South African, as Gemoedsbekakking.